Live from WLNS-TV, this is 6 News at Noon.
We're following breaking news out of Ingham County, where a portion of highway is closed right now because of a serious crash. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Details are still coming into the newsroom, but it appears several vehicles are involved. This all unfolded shortly after 10:30 this morning on I-96 at M52, and that's the Weberville exit. We're going to go straight to 6 News reporter Veronica Gabriel, who's been on the scene for about 45 minutes now. Veronica, have you heard anything yet about injuries?
No, Siobhan, we're still waiting to hear back from police about how many people were involved and if there were any injuries. Right now, we're standing along M52 exit where all of the traffic is being diverted. So if you're heading westbound on I-96 near 122, be prepared to get off. From what we can see right now, it looks like at least 3 vehicles are involved, and 2 of them have extensive damage to both their front and back ends. Again, no word yet on injuries, but we do have a call into police and are waiting to hear back. As you can see, the lights are flashing. There's fire and police out here. Stay with 6 News. We'll continue to bring you updates as they come. Here for you live in Weberville, Veronica Gabriel, 6 News. Siobhan.
All right, Veronica, thank you very much. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, President Trump will announce whether the U.S. will leave the Paris Climate Accord. World leaders from China to Great Britain say it's an agreement that's imperative to the future of our planet. But as Wee Jiang reports, their words may be falling on deaf ears.
We're going to cancel the Paris Climate Agreement.
President Trump is expected to live up to that campaign promise. Sources tell CBS News the president told senior advisors that he will pull the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord.
You're going to find out very soon.
In 2015, former President Obama, along with 195 countries, formed the agreement, which pledges to reduce carbon emissions that contribute to global warming.
This is one of those things where we're all in it together.
Mr. Trump discussed the agreement with European allies while attending the G7 summit in Italy last week.
I continue to lobby the U.S. At all levels to continue to take climate change extremely seriously and to show the leadership that America has shown in the past.
President Trump will announce his decision this afternoon in the Rose Garden here at the White House. 25 major corporations are urging him to stick with the agreement. They took out a full-page ad in today's New York Times arguing the agreement generates jobs and economic growth, warning that withdrawing could expose the U.S. to retaliatory measures. In the past, the president has called global warming a hoax. He signed an executive order last March that lifts a 14-month-old moratorium on new coal leases on federal lands. Wee Jiang, CBS News, the White House.
New details out of southern Wisconsin now on a large explosion at a corn mill that we first told you about this morning. Sheriff's officials in Cambria now say 1 worker was killed, 2 are still unaccounted for, and 11 were hurt in the blast that happened around 11 o'clock last night. Investigators are still trying to figure out exactly what caused this explosion. May was a good month for the job market. According to a private survey from ADP, employers added 253,000 jobs last month, and many of those happened at companies with fewer than 500 employees. A better indicator, though, of America's job health will be revealed tomorrow when the U.S. government releases their data. If you're looking for a new job opportunity in the manufacturing field specifically, more than a dozen mid-Michigan companies are hiring, and tomorrow you can meet them all in one place. The job fair is taking place at Capital Area Michigan Works. There's a morning session and an afternoon session, and you're asked to register ahead of time, so that's why we're giving you a heads up about this. Expect to see companies like Dart Container, Multi-Packaging Solutions, Eckert, and Neogen. Job titles include tool and die maker, shipping and receiving clerk, and machine operator. For a link on how to sign up for this job fair, just visit the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. And they're off. More than 50 men and women in law enforcement took off running from the Capitol building this morning to make the 70-mile trek north to Mount Pleasant, and they're doing it all while carrying a torch. Torch is for the Special Olympics Summer Games, which starts tonight at Central Michigan University. All year long, law enforcement across the state, they team up with communities to raise money for the Michigan Law Enforcement Torch Run, which in turn provides opportunities for athletes.
Through the sports, they gain confidence and pride, and it impacts the entire family. So we encourage the families to come up then and watch the athletes as they succeed in their sports.
This year, more than 2,900 athletes are set to compete in the games. Meantime, the Ingham County Sheriff's Office wants you to help them collect shoes for Footprints of Michigan. The group makes sure that veterans and their families can have new or gently used shoes and boots to wear. There's a collection box in the lobby of the Sheriff's Office in Mason right now. All sizes and types of shoes are needed in both adult and children's sizes. Well, it has definitely been a great morning to go for a walk or run outside. The sun is shining, the sky is clear. We're going to check in now with meteorologist Eric Kostreva in for Jim today to see what the afternoon has in store. Hey, Eric.
Hey Siobhan, and good afternoon to all of you. We have a beautiful day in store, and those conditions likely going to take us through the end of the week. We're seeing nothing but sunshine outside right now under very clear conditions, and temperatures are really nice as well. We're seeing temperatures back into the upper 60s as we speak right now. We're going to be back into the low to mid 70s for highs today, and then even into the upper 70s for highs tomorrow. Now, when it comes to our weekend, we have a few changes in store. All of those details coming up later in the show.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. After the break here on 6 News at noon, move over orange juice because today the world celebrates milk. We're heading to a local dairy farm to find out just how important the dairy industry is here in Michigan. Keep it here.